Today I have a treat for you. I'm going to be sharing all of my favorite books when it comes to preparing your child for preschool or kindergarten. So let's just dive right in. Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Dr. Jasmine. I am a clinical psychologist as well as a mom of two. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a children's books haul on all of my favorite books related to starting preschool and kindergarten, because I know this is a huge transition for the whole family, not just for our children, but also for us emotionally. And we want to know that we're helping put our child's best foot forward, right? When they start this new big change, we want to feel like we are preparing them and doing everything that we can to help them along. So I truly believe that children's books are one of the best ways to open these big conversations, keep these big conversations going, help your child emotionally prepare, help them identify with the characters in the story, as well as teach them, what to expect in their new environment as related to school, as well as get them excited, get them looking forward to it, or get them asking questions so that they can prepare even more. So let's dive into my favorite books on preparing the little ones. Okay, so to start a new preschool or a daycare. So which ones would I recommend? So first things first, I recommend this book, Llama Llama, Mrs. Mama. This is $9 and it's for ages 2 to 4. And I love this book because it helps to normalize, like all these cute drawings. It helps to normalize that, it's okay to miss your mommy or your daddy when you are starting a new school. And I think that's a really important topic to talk about your child off the jump. Like, it's okay. I'm gonna miss you too, and it's okay if you miss me, right? And this is what we can do. So, it starts with, we're starting school. We're gonna make the bed. We're gonna brush the teeth. Which, if you haven't watched already, after this video, make sure you watch how to emotionally prepare your child, because one of the tips is to get them familiar with the morning routine. And then, it goes into, okay, we're starting school. You have to tell the teacher who you are, hang your coat up, say goodbye. And then Mama Llama goes away. Llama Llama has to stay. And then it normalizes strange new teachers, strange new toys, lots of kids and lots of noise. What would Llama like to do? Llama Llama feels so new, right? So normalizing, like, you might get into this environment and there's just so much going on and you feel so brand new. You feel kind of a little bit out of place, right? What I also like is that Llama verbalizes, I miss Mama, right? Why did Mommy have to go? It's too much for little Llama. Llama Llama misses Mama. And then the teacher comes in and says, it's okay to miss your mom, but don't forget, when the day is through, Mommy always comes back, which I think is very important as we transition and help your child prepare for a big change, a big separation, to let them know Mommy, Daddy, whoever are their primary caregivers, they're going to come back at the end of the day. We always come back, right? I mean, God willing, right? But that's what you kind of want to instill in them, right? Llama Llama, please don't fuss, have some fun and play with us. And then it goes into, all the fun things Llama does at school. But I love this one, especially for the little ones. So 2 to 4, this book is perfect for them in starting that conversation about school. Okay, the next book that I have for you is called Preschool, Here I Come. And it's for ages 2 to 4, and it's only $6. But I really, really, really like this book. The reason why I like this book is because it gets them really looking forward to all the different things that they're going to do at school. So, for example, it goes over the preschool rules, which is genius. It says, we do not grab, we do not throw, no pulling hair or biting. We do not yell, we do not scream, we do not do kung fu fighting. We use our words, we always share, we never push or run, but my most important favorite rule of all is the one that says have fun. So I love that, right? Establishing some rules, some expectations off the gate is so important. And then it goes into some common routines that they're going to do at preschool, like washing their hands to get the germs away. So it goes through that. Also, digging in the sandbox, mixing colors, painting, learning new things about the teacher, having like those seasonal days like pumpkin day, going and, what it looks like to want the same thing, and the idea of taking turns, getting angry at school and what you can do, music time. So it just kind of covers a little bit of everything. And for $6, I think this is a gem for sure. And just getting your child ready, right? Emotionally prepared, letting them know all the cool and fun things that they can do, as well as some things if they run into some trouble with either other kiddos or they're having big feelings, some things that they can do at school. So absolutely a gem. Another one that I like is this one by Berenstain Bears. I overall really like the Berenstain Bears collection. Just brings it back to my days. But I love them. The stories are very simple. I love also too that they include stickers at the back of the book. And so this one is for ages 3 to 6 and it's only $5. And this one tells a story of a little sister. She is apprehensive about starting a new school and all of the things, just basically normalizing. Again, this is the theme, right? I'm not sure what to expect. And then it just goes through, what happens at school. At first she feels really overwhelmed. There's a lot of commotion. There's a lot of things. Then they have story time, and then they do all these other fun things as a part of their day routine. And basically she just walks away feeling like, okay, school's not a bad place. I love school. School's fun. And she actually then ends up reassuring her big brother about school. So there's another gem there. And here is the another one that I have is for ages 3 to 6. And it's $8 and it's called The Pigeon Has to Go to School. I like this one. This one got my little girls laughing. It's very simple, but it is funny. So I'm going to walk you through this one. So it says, the pigeon has to go to school. Too late, rats. Why do I have to go to school? I already know everything. Go on, ask a question, any question. And then you ask a question and he's like, huh? Wait, well, I know almost everything. Does school start in the morning? Because you know what I'm like in the morning. I wish I was a little chick again. A little itty bitty not going to school baby wavy pigeon. And this is where they start to giggle, right? And it's like normalizing, I don't want to go to school. I wish I was still a baby, and that's okay, right? It's okay to have those feelings. What if I don't like school? What if I really don't like it? What if I really, really don't like it? What if, right? So it's normalizing that anxiety, right? There's so much unknown. What if the teacher doesn't like pigeons and the stuff? What about all the stuff? There's so much stuff to learn. What if I learn too much? My head might pop off. I'm scared, and this is genius, right? But the little pigeon is like, what if I'm scared. That's really where all these questions and all these feelings are rooted in, is that I'm fearful, right? I'm fearful of the unknown. What will happen at school? And then it basically goes into some of the stuff like, what is their math? What does the alphabet have so many letters? What will the other birds think of me? And basically the conclusion is that school is the place that you're going to learn all those answers, and that you need it, right? And that it's there to help you. Those are the experts. There'll be other birds to play with and all of that stuff. So, and then it goes, waza, what? It's just it's a cute, silly book. And then step aside, coming through, the pigeon has to go to school. And basically, they end with, I'm ready to go to school, right? I'm ready to learn these things and ready to answer all the questions that I have about school. So, a very cute little book. Again, this is for ages 3 to 6 and it's only $8. There you go. The pigeon has to go to school. Okay, let's get into my favorite books on kindergarten age. So these are books generally 4 and up, around age 5 and up really. But this one is for ages 4 to 7. Whoops. And this one is called Our Class is a Family. And I really love this because it broadens your child's idea of what family is considered, and that it can be the family that you create at school. And I love all of the diversity in this book, as well as the just beautiful illustrations. So it says, when you think of a family, you might picture one in a house, a mom, a dad, a couple of kids, plus their dogs and a pet mouse. Perhaps you think a grandma or a stepmom or a stepdad. It could be those 14 cousins or that twin who makes you mad. But family doesn't have to be who you're related to. It could be another special group who love and care for you. And I just love all of these beautiful illustrations. And this one is beautiful. It says, it's a place where you can show respect and kindness to each other, a spot where we can be ourselves and make memories with one another. We'll have things in common. These are the connections that we'll seek, but we'll still celebrate our differences and what makes us unique. So again, just a really good book about the community around school and how that they can create these deep connections with those around them, and it's a safe haven for them to make mistakes and keep trying to support one another, show kindness, celebrate differences. I mean, it's a cute book. It's short and sweet. Okay, so the next book that I have for you is called Kindergarten, Here I Come, and it is for ages 5 and 6, and it's only $4. And I'm a sucker for stickers at the back. Like, give us all the stickers. I love it. So it comes with stickers in the back. And I like this one because it goes through all of the common things that children do at kindergarten and kind of makes light of it. It's fun. It's relatable. So it goes, kindergarten, here I come. Kindergarten, here I come. I'm checking off the list of everything I need for school. Let's see. What have I missed? And so it goes through the common things. Backpack, check. Glue stick, check. So this can be great. Like, are we all prepared? Do we have all those things ready for our backpack? And then it goes through the different things like, okay, meeting his teacher, having to sit down and listen to a storybook, and kind of going over what the story might be about, you know, eating lunch with others, maybe a tooth falling out, having recess, and then it goes on through other things that they might experience at school, like counting, having to do nap time, and all of that. So really good book. The next book I have for you is called The Night Before Kindergarten. It is for ages 5 to 6, and it's only $5. What I like about this book is that it reinforces the idea that starting school is like kind of like you're doing this with a community around you. So it sets the stage. It was the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, kids were excited and a little bit scared. So again, normalizing, and little jitters, right? Staying up late, tossing and turning, having visions of school supplies danced in their heads. And then, you know, erasers, crayons, and pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and set by the door. Outfits were hung in the closets with care, knowing that kindergarten soon would be here. And then it talks about the things that they had to do in the morning to get ready for school, and then about how everybody packed up in their car and got to school. And this is where I'm talking about the community aspect, that, you know, a lot of parents and caregivers are coming to drop off and say goodbye to their little ones. And then it creates an interesting spin on it that I like, where instead of the kids being upset and sad about school, it's the parents that are sad. It says the parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at school with just a goodbye. So they told their darlings, if you want, we can stay and make sure that everything is a-okay. And so all the parents are like by the door, and the kids are on the floor having story time with their teacher, and basically going on their merry way, having a great day. The room was all filled with toys, books, and maps, but where were the beds for mid-morning naps? They colored and painted and played Simon Says, then tumbled and skipped and stood on their heads. When what to her wondering eyes should appear but sad moms and dads who were holding back tears, their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. She gathered the grown-ups on the magical rug, then sent them away after one final hug. The children all waved from the door of the school. Don't cry, Mommy and Daddy. Kindergarten is cool. So basically, kind of puts a good spin on it. A lot of the books are about the children feeling sad and starting a new school, and this one is kind of highlighting that parents, caregivers, that we feel sad too, and that's okay too. And I also just like the community aspect of this, that, you know, we're all, you know, it's not just your first day of kindergarten, that, you know, other friends, it's their first days as well. It's other parents' first days as well. So another good one. Again, only $5 on Amazon. Okay, the next one I have for you is called On the First Day of Kindergarten, and it is for ages 5 and 6, and this one is $8 on Amazon. And I like this one. It's very short and simple. And I like this one because it puts a spin on the 12 days of Christmas and talks about the 12 days of kindergarten. And so it says, on the first day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool riding the bus to my school. On the second day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool making lots of friends and riding the bus to my school. On the third day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. So basically it goes through all of the cool things about kindergarten that we've been learning about in all of these books, but I like the spin because it has that fun music aspect to it and some kind of familiarity if they know the 12 days of Christmas. And I also really like the all of the diversity and the beautiful pictures in the book. Oh, again, this one is called On the First Day of Kindergarten, and it is $8. All right, let's get into some of my favorites. I saved my favorites for last when it comes to kindergarteners. This one is a gem. This one is for ages 5 and 6, and it is $11.50, and it's called The King of Kindergarten, and it has that royalty spin, that royalty theme. He goes into kindergarten feeling very confident, and I love it. I love to see it. I love to see a brown baby on front and center. And so it says, the morning sun blares through your window like a million brass trumpets. It sits and shines behind your head like a crown. Mommy says that today you are going to be the king of kindergarten. You'll use a golden brush to clean ye royal chiclets. You'll wash your own face with a cloth bearing the family crest. You'll dress yourself neatly in hand-picked garments from the far-off villages of Osh and Kosh. Bagosh! You'll be ready to reign. I love this book. So cute. My baby is heading to school, Mommy will say during breakfast, but you're not a baby. Could a baby wolf down a tower of pancakes the way you can? I don't think so. You're growing up so fast, Daddy will say, and he'll be right. I can't stay the same size forever, can I? You'll say, one day I'll be taller than you, Daddy, and you'll be my little man. Daddy will laugh, but you won't be joking. And it just continues talking about his day. He gets on the school bus. He says goodbye to his mommy and daddy. Just beautiful illustrations. Here's the teacher. Yes, we love to see it. And meeting his new teacher. Meeting new friends. And then having all the fun in the classroom on that day. So just such a cute book. He says, you will show your bravery at recess when you go up to one of your classmates and ask Marie, do you want to play with me? So wonderful skill to teach your child how to introduce themselves to others, how to initiate play with others. Not only will she say yes, but she'll lead the way in helping you save the kingdom by battling a fire-breathing dragon. Beautiful book, such a wonderful gem. Again, this is for ages 5 to 6, and it is $11.50, worth every penny. Love this book. Okay, the last one I have for you is this gem called The Day You Begin. This is $13.50, and it is for ages 5 to 8-year-olds, And this one is all about celebrating diversity, celebrating our uniqueness from others, celebrating and highlighting the fact that we won't always fit in with others and that is okay. And I just love this. This is a wonderful thing to talk with your children about as they are starting school, as they are getting into new environments where they're going to be meeting a lot of new people. So it starts with, there will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curls of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela, and because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Such a great theme to talk about. You know, sometimes people laugh at you, and it's because they don't understand, right? It doesn't have anything to do with you and who you are. It's about them when they do those things. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come, your own voice, once huge, now smaller, when the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer? Tell the class your story." "We went to France," Shayla says. "These shells came from a beach in Maine." A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'd turned to dust in your own untraveled hands. "My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina. Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey, their travels going on and on." Such a good thing to normalize, right? That sometimes people will share stories that we haven't experienced, right? Sometimes people's stories will seem so exciting and fun and we'll feel like we missed out. And it says, there will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't one you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of, and all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready even though you don't know yet what you're ready for. Oh, such a beautiful illustration, right? There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. "My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister," you tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories. And even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. So she's confidently telling her summer story. "Your name is like my sister's," Rigoberto says. "Her name is Angelina too." And all at once in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. Yes! Beautiful illustrations. Oh, I love this gem. You know, as we talk about preparing our little one for school emotionally, it is so important to prepare them for diversity, prepare them for not always fitting in, right, with the crowd, prepare them for feeling different than others or not being able to relate like they can in their familiar home with, you know, the people that they always see and love. Prepare them for that. Prepare them for that emotional toll it might take on them. Normalize it. Start those conversations. And essentially what you're instilling in them is that you are special, you are unique just the way that you are, and that diversity is beautiful and should feel celebrated, and that it's okay if you don't feel always connected with others, right? It's okay. Let's talk about it. Bring it up with me. I want to know about these things. I want us to keep these conversations going because you're not the only one, right? I've felt this way before, and you can tell a story about when you felt like an outsider or when you struggled to meet new people because you felt like they couldn't relate to you. Share that. Open yourself up to that part of you in a developmentally age appropriate way, of course, but in a way that like I can relate to you, and let's normalize it. Let's talk about it, because that can be a hard part of school that we might not always be or feel prepared for, or might not always even expect. But let's talk about it. Let's get these conversations going. And again, children's books are one of my favorite ways to keep these conversations going, and just good reminders for your little one as they set off into this new adventure of starting school. Whether it's a new daycare, a preschool, or kindergarten, or another grade, books are a wonderful way to help prepare them. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the video that I did on how to emotionally prepare your child, because I share so many other tips that might be helpful for you as you prepare for this big transition. Let us know in the comments below if there are any other children's books that you really love related to this topic of starting a new school. All links to these books will be in the description for you to check out. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share with a friend that you think might benefit from this book haul. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.